The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
It's Friday, the 28th day of June, 2024. Welcome to Bermuda's Daily Talk Show. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House Lindos, and People's Pharmacy. I'm Jamal Hartman. Folks, it is the final day of June, the final work day of June, because obviously June doesn't end on the 28th. That would be a February every, 3, 4, whatever years, leap years, 29. All right. But anyway, it's the final traditional work day of June. So that means when we come back on Monday, July 1st, we would have completed half of the year, at least by months, 6 months down. So congratulations to all those who have made it this far. And definitely, it's gone by so fast. I don't know if it's a thing as we get older, but time just flies. Time flies. But yeah, 6 months of 2024 down. Tanya Cheeseman says, morning, Jamal. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you as well, Tanya Cheeseman. How's everyone feeling? Like half of the year gone already, half of 2024 gone. Are you feeling good about your 2024 so far? How are you feeling? 2024, 6 months in. I think it's been a good year for me. I mean, personally speaking, I think this has been one of my best years professionally. So I'm excited about where I am. I hope everyone else has had a great 2024 so far. Tanya Cheeseman said it's been a tired 2024. Well, hopefully we can wake you up with some good conversation this morning, Tanya. It is June 28th. And on that note, greetings, everyone, and thanks for making us part of your daily routine. A good one today as we welcome Trina Pedro on from HSBC. We're discussing mortgages today, So looking forward to a great conversation with Trina. The daily play is things you should know. So someone will be eligible for, this week's prize today. Joining Diana and Rosalind, I believe, in this week's draw. Don't forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. All right, it is Friday Fun Day. You know what that means. Friday Fun Day brought to you by our friends at Mailboxes. So if you ship to Bermuda, because you know you all love to ship things to Bermuda, just head over to mailboxes.bm. And once you do that, you will get 2 years of free membership courtesy of us. So mailboxes.bm/the daily hour. So mailboxes.bm. I think we just shared the wrong link. Yes, it is mailboxes.bm / or back. Yeah, that's forward, I think. I don't know directions. I'm geographically challenged. I'm directionally challenged, but you get the point. Mailboxes.bm / the daily hour to sign up and register for 2 years of free membership with Mailboxes. If you may not be a person who ships all the time, but that one time a year you ship a lot, could be the holidays, could be cart match. We never know, but head over to them. But the question of the morning for this Friday Fun Day, folks, we're going to have some fun today. All right, here we go. Vegans, you can enter the chat as well. What is a must-have at a Bermudian barbecue cookout? What is a must-have at a Bermudian barbecue cookout? What is it? What is that must-have at a Bermudian barbecue cookout? Let's give it to us. Now, at a very young age, I stopped eating red meat and pork. So I was that child where I would go to, barbecue cookout or the party, and I didn't want to eat the burgers and hot dogs on the grill. So people say, well, what you going to eat? You don't have chicken? All children ate chicken, I thought, right? So, yeah, I was that kid. I was that kid. But what's a must have, folks? What's a must have? There's so many different things outside of meat that you can have. Suzanne Ingham says, awesome Friday, Jamal. I'd like to know where the past 6 months have gone. I think it's been very distracted with accidents and from the gov. Indeed. Well, hopefully there's less in the next half of the year. But what are your thoughts, audience? What is a must have at a Bermudian barbecue cookout? If I invite you to my barbecue, I say, look, I'm turning on the grill this weekend. What do you expect me to have there for you? What do you expect? Nyla nailed it, said potato salad. Man, I don't eat mayonnaise anymore, but I tell you what, ain't nothing like some Bermudian potato salad. Pamela Wade says the same, potato salad. Hey, look, I remember going to somewhere in the US and I asked, what's this? They said, oh, potato salad. It looked like some just mayonnaise. Like I was like, huh? Where's the potato? How does this work? I think that's a good. Everyone's saying potato salad. Tanya Cheeseman says potato salad. Rashida Godwin says mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. You got to have some good old fashioned Bermudian mac and cheese at your barbecue cookout to go with your chicken and your what's it called? Your burgers and dogs, right? You got to have that. What else, audience? What else? What are your thoughts? What is a must have at a Bermudian barbecue cookout? What's a must have for you? What's that drink everyone makes? You know, they put all different flavors and they add the ginger beer at the end. What's that one? Isn't that a must-have at a Bermudian cookout? That drink that be mixed? Tanya Cheeseman says coleslaw. Coleslaw is something. Suzanne Ingham says you must have the barbecue, Jamal. What is a barbecue without the grill? Drink / water and lots of it. She says salad, watermelon, and dessert. Yeah, what? See, okay, audience. If you were ever considering inviting me to your barbecue, I hope what I say today doesn't eliminate my invite. All right. But I don't eat mayonnaise. I'm not eating a dog or a burger. Right. But I also don't eat watermelon. Yeah. But we can fix this. If you got some fish on your grill, if you got some, lettuce to make a different kind of salad, what's they call it? Tossed salad. If you have some mangoes to replace the watermelon, I'm good. I'll be good. All right. So hook your boy up. If you're inviting me, just know. Oh, and maybe some Beyond Burgers or Impossible Burgers as well. What is a must-have at a Bermudian barbecue cookout, folks? Let us know in the audience. Nyla nailed it, said red picnic drink, corn and beets. That's the drink, the picnic drink. Yes. I think that's a Bermudian thing, right? I don't think I've ever, it has to be a Bermudian thing, the picnic drink. Manuela Jones says beets. Yeah, as a child, it was nothing like having beets in your plate and the juice turning your entire plate, everything in your plate, the color of the beets, right? Charles H. Jefferson II, he says potato salad with peas and carrots. Well, is there any other way to make it, Charles? He says something my American-born wife doesn't understand. Got it. I take my comment back, Mrs. Jeffers. But given what she has to choose from for POTUS, she has bigger issues. Oh my goodness, that debate last night. Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't want to discuss, talk bad about the elderly, but out of 330 million people, that cannot be the best two candidates for the United States of America. Getting back to the conversation, folks. What is a must-have at a barbecue, a Bermudian barbecue cookout? This is Friday Fun Day, brought to you by our friends at Mailboxes. Don't forget, you get 2 years of free membership if you sign up with them with the Daily Hour link. What is a must-have at a Bermudian barbecue cookout? What are your thoughts? Hedeline Swan says plates, cutlery, and cups. Well, Hedeline, here's the thing. I have been to a barbecue or two where we didn't need other plates and we didn't need cutlery. There was paper towel, and you put those rolls on the paper towel, and you put whatever meat in between those rolls, and you ate. You ate. So I hear you. I definitely would prefer that if I was having some starches. Kathy M. Painter says picnic drink and potato salad are must-haves. Tanya Cheeseman says watermelon also. Church punch. So what's church punch? Is it like swizzle without the rum, without the alcohol? What's church punch? I've never heard of church punch. I've heard picnic drink. What is church punch? Help me out. Headley Swan says Bruce Swan said potato salad and gingerbread. Oh boy. Is gingerbread a Bermudian thing? Because I love me some gingerbread, but I've never ever found it in bakery sections in the United States. I've never found it, regardless of where I've looked. But yes, gotta have some good old-fashioned gingerbread, you know, and that red picnic drink to wash it down. What else, audience? What else? Let's go to Instagram, see what our friends on Instagram. We've got Nikki Garrett says beats as well, beats as well. So we've got beats over on Instagram. What are your thoughts? Again, this is Friday Fun Day, brought to you by our friends at Mailboxes. We're asking, what is a must-have at a Bermudian barbecue cookout? What is a must-have at a Bermudian barbecue cookout, folks? Make sure you do us a favor also. Make sure while you're tuned in, you like, you give us a thumbs up, you follow, and make sure you share this conversation with your friends, your family, your look, at the end of the day, when you go to that next barbecue cookout, you know, you can argue saying, look, no, in the daily hour, they said this, they said that. Why nobody bought plates? Why nobody bought gingerbread? Where's the watermelon? Oh, I love this. Suzanne Ingham says, you don't have to eat it, Jamal. I'll eat the watermelon myself. I'll be sure to get mangoes just for you. I appreciate, you know what? We got to get together, Suzanne. I love the way you think. I love the way you think. Nyla Nailed It says, I was vegan. Oyster mushrooms make a great meat, Jamal. Fry them up well. I like how we're thinking about the non-red meat eaters when it comes to cookouts these days. Because normally you see these memes now. Non-meat eaters don't usually get invited to the cookout barbecues anymore. I think that's just discrimination. You could have a little mushroom or something. Well, you know, some people eat fish. They just don't eat the red meat. So, you know, stop being so mean. This is a new one. Manuela Jones says peanuts. I never heard that one. Peanuts at the cookout barbecue. That makes sense, but I've never known that as a must-have. Now, potato chips. Maybe it's my love for potato chips. I knew that. What else, Bermudians? Come on, you guys got some stuff. You know, let's give it to us. No one does steak anymore. I mean, I don't eat steak, but steak's not a must-have at a barbecue anymore. Or, you know what? Based on the cost of groceries and meat, you all are probably saying, Jamal, I'm not buying steak to share with people, right? You know, I once went to a cookout barbecue. A friend of mine, when I was working in radio in the US, he used to have this barbecue every year. And the highlight was lobsters. And he used to put lobsters on the grill. And coming from Bermuda, we didn't, you know, put lobsters on a grill for people to eat like that. I'm talking whole lobsters. It's like, man, growing up, it was burgers, hot dogs, and chicken. Now I'm being introduced to people who just have, I guess, enormous budgets, and they have lobsters. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not cheap. Maybe I'm a bit frugal, but if I'm having a barbecue cookout, I'm not feeding you lobsters. That's not in the budget. That's not in the budget. All right, what is a must-have at a Bermudian cookout, folks? Charles H. Jefferson II, he says, are you one of those that needs the grill clean from the good stuff to have your Beyond Burger cooked on the grill? No, I don't, because you'll cook my Beyond Burgers first. See? Problem solved. Problem solved. And Shalene Butler says, Sunday school picnic drink. And Manuela John says, church punch is picnic drink. So, okay, I get it. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. We just have different names. Picnic drink, Sunday school picnic drink, and church punch picnic drink. Now, I don't usually drink, but I tell you what, I will drink that all day, every day. And because, you know, I don't drink the, you know, other stuff, the hard stuff, I guess that's what I'll have to settle for, that and water, right? Nicole, I was waiting for someone to say an alcoholic beverage. Nicole Hassel says elephants. Man, at every Bermuda cookout, I mean, even the non-drinking ones, someone's got a cooler somewhere with the swizzle and the spirits, right? So I knew someone was going to say it, but elephants, that's an old-fashioned Bermudian thing. having the elephants. Carol says baked beans, and you got to have the popsicles for the children. You've got to have the popsicles. You have to have the popsicles. You can't have a cookout without the popsicles. You know, you got to keep them quiet. When they're getting hyper and running around, hey, come in now. And you just give it that while they suck on something, they keep still. Nyla Nailed It says, someone better bring cards and dominoes. Yeah, you've got to have Bermuda trivia there. You've got to have the games. What is a barbecue cookout in Bermuda without the games? You got to have the games. Angeline Butler says shrimp. Yeah. What's those things where you take a bunch of them and you put them on a stick? What's that called again? What is it called? Kebab. Kebab. Is it called kebab? Kebab? Yeah. You got to have the kebabs nowadays, right? You got to have the kebabs with the shrimp and the peppers and stuff and the onions. And yeah, I've done that at a recent one. I've done that at a recent barbecue cookout. A small steak is like $42 to $48 and barely feed one man. Yeah, I completely understand why no one said steak today. I completely understand why no one has said steak today. I get it. We are balling on a budget. You will get burgers and hot dogs. Keep it simple. Kathy Ann Painter says, invite me to the lobster cookout. I asked him earlier this year, does he still do it? He said no. I went to visit him in Rhode Island. But yeah, I think times are different even with that now. But yeah, if you're having a lobster cookout, you can invite me as well. Again, audience, the question of the morning, it is Friday Fun Day. What is a must-have at a Bermudian barbecue cookout? What is a must-have at a Bermudian barbecue cookout? There we go. Music. Music. Now, what you do with the music and what kind of music is on you. But yeah, music, you got to have it. But it can't be too loud because the louder the music, the louder the people are. And I don't want to be around shouting people. But the music. Skewers, yes, where I said kebabs. Angeline said skewers, yes. All right. Charles H. Jeffers II, he says, I'm not a big soca fan, but there's something about soca music at a Bermuda barbecue. Yeah, you got to bring it. You got it goes with the season. It goes with the season. What else, audience? What else? Give it to us. What else? What is a must-have at a Bermudian barbecue cookout? Yeah, this is a good one. Kathy Ann Painter says Bermuda corn on the cob. Bermuda corn on the cob. I'm sure everyone loves some corn on the cob, right? Putting it on the grill. So hold on. With the corn on the cob, do you boil it first and that like in butter and then put it on, or do you just put it straight on the grill? How do you do your corn on the cob? Let us know. Let us know how you do it. This is fun. So here's some things. I'm going to go through a list. Must-haves that at a Bermudian barbecue. So for the drinking ones, I know people will say rum swizzle, right? For the non-drinking ones and drinking ones, you'll say the picnic drink. The picnic drink. That's what we called it, picnic drink. You've got to have hot dogs, burgers, both the vegan, vegetarian, and non-vegan vegetarian, the real kind. You got no one said tossed salad. You got to have the tossed salad. Potato salad, yes, I understand that. Beets, yeah, beets. Mac and cheese. Someone said mac and cheese. For desserts, I understand the watermelon. And someone said gingerbread. Shrimp, yep, shrimp. No steak. We're not going to add steak. That's too expensive. Does anyone grill fish? Like I know a lot of people now put wahoo on the grill because it's easily accessible. Nobody on the wahoo thing? Anybody? Wahoo? No one wants to throw a filet or some chunks or some steaks, fish steaks on there, on some turbot? Have we not evolved to fish on the grill? What else? I can't think. How about vegetables? Like people, grow zucchini and squash nowadays, right? Are we at that point where we're doing that? What else? Any other starches? Peas and rice. No one said peas and rice. Rachel Dill said Spanish rice. Yeah, Spanish rice. That's what's those is scalloped potatoes a cookout thing? That's not a cookout thing. That's a Sunday dinner thing, right? What are your thoughts? Scalloped potatoes. What are your thoughts on scalloped potatoes? Marquita Lee says, yes, fish. Yeah, you got to have some fish, right? Now, does the fish have to be local? Does it have to be local? Does it have to be locally caught fish? Let us know that. All right, folks. It's been a good one. I think we've got some ideas. Now, again, folks, I hope I didn't uninvite myself to your barbecue cookout with my demands. Just simple demands. Impossible or beyond burgers, right? A green salad, no potato salad. Yeah. Mango, not watermelon. Yeah, yeah. I will take gingerbread. Yeah, I'm fine with gingerbread. And yeah, that's my only demands. Those are my only demands. Sandra Durham, she says it has to be local fish. Yeah, we're not going to get into that because she's going to bring up my vendor's experience. Baked potato, baked potato. Okay, Jackie, baked potato. Got to have some baked potato, but there's no steak. There's no steak. No, you all can have the watermelon. Suzanne says she'll eat all the watermelon. I look. I already told you all. If the only thing you have at your barbecue cookout is burgers, hot dogs, watermelon, mac and cheese, potato salad, your boy ain't gonna have nothing to eat. And I'm sure you don't want to invite me to your cookout and have me sitting there looking at everyone like this here. I ain't got nothing. You want to make sure you have some things that I can eat. All right. So keep in mind, folks, when you send that invite to me, make sure you have something I eat. I'd love to come and you know, enjoy good old Bermuda trivia card game with you. All right. All right. It's time for the Daily Hour News break. Don't forget, we've got Trina Pedro coming up after this. We're going to be talking about mortgages today. But yeah, I'm doing a news break today. So let's do it. All right, folks. Well, it is Friday, the 28th of June, 2024. And here's your Daily Hour News break brought to you by People's Pharmacy.
We begin with more reported collisions. There was a 3-vehicle collision which occurred on North Shore Road, Devonshire, in the vicinity of Cameron Close yesterday afternoon. Early information suggests that 2 motorcycles traveling in the westbound lane were involved in a collision with a car headed in the opposite direction. Both male motorcycle riders were conveyed to King Edward Memorial Hospital for treatment of their injuries, the extent of which were still unknown at the time of this report. The female driver of the car was not reported to be injured. Traffic diversions were in place at Stewart Hill and Loyal Hill whilst police cleared the scene.
Yeah, unfortunately, the police reported a number of collisions yesterday, and I think I speak for many folks. It's wet up there again this morning. Please take your time, be vigilant. Also, try not to be distracted while you're operating your vehicles. Do your best to stay off your phones. Just focus on the roads. Sometimes it's not about what you do. It could be about how others on the road are operating their vehicles. All right. So wishing a speedy recovery to those involved in that collision. And let's just hope that everyone's more attentive and safe going forward. In other news,
the Cabinet Office is pleased to advise that the government of Bermuda's Postmaster General, Mr. Samuel Brangman Jr., has been appointed as the Secretary General of the Caribbean Postal Union, CPU, effective July 1st, 2024. Mr. Brangman was formally elected during the 26th CPU conference held in the Cayman Islands recently. In this new role, Mr. Brangman will serve as the Secretary to the Caribbean Council of Ministers of Postal Affairs, the Conference, and the Management Board. He will propose and recommend actions, plans, and initiatives to the Management Board, provide technical assistance to CPU members, and represent the Union at meetings, conferences, and negotiations. The Minister for the Cabinet Office, Vance Campbell, said, quote, "On behalf of the Cabinet Office, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to Sam on his appointment as the Secretary General of the Caribbean Postal Union. Mr. Brangman's appointment is an excellent example of the talent and expertise within the public service being recognized at a global level," end quote.
All right. Congratulations to Mr. Brangman. And hopefully his position leads to a great space for Bermuda. Charles H. Jefferson II says, I was confused. I didn't think Bermuda was in the Caribbean. Geographically, we're not. But when we do business, I guess we are in some respects. And in sports, interesting story here.
Big news in local football as Jonte Smith, former professional and Bermuda international footballer, is returning to his football roots at North Village Community Club. Jonte, who led St. George's to FA Cup glory last season, returns to the club where his great-grandfather, grandfather, and uncle have all enjoyed success.
Well, I mean, his father also, Clay Smith, enjoyed some success at Bernard Park as well, with playing with North Village for a few seasons. But it's interesting. Jonte beat the living daylights out of North Village in the FA Cup final, and now he's returning to the club. But I'm happy as a North Village fan to see Jonte returning to North Village Community Club. Bad week for St. George's, huh? Just in time for cup match if you're a Somerset fan, but I'm sure we'll get it straight by a cup match. We're just trying to distract people, let people think we're down and out. But yeah, I think their coach is no longer, their football coach is no longer, and now they've lost probably, arguably, their best player to North Village Community Club. So things not looking so great in the moment for St. George's from the outside looking in, but hopefully by cup match, we're ready to get our cup match back after a 13-year hiatus. Yeah, we've loaned that cup out for far too long. It's time to have it back. As far as the weather, folks, I don't have a report for you outside of when we began this show live this morning. It wasn't looking too dry. So yeah, hopefully it dries up, and I would just say remain safe on those roads. Days of the year today. Let's see what we've got. Days of the year. It's International Body Piercing Day. International Body Piercing Day. By a show of hands, men and women, does everyone have a body piercing? And you don't have to say where. Please, this is PG. Children do watch this show. All right. Yes or no? Do you have body piercings or a body piercing? Yes or no? Do you have a body piercing? Yeah, I just have my ears pierced. Yeah, that's it. I know that a lot of my friends growing up were Seventh-day Adventists, so they didn't have body piercings. Karen Simmons says yes. Sanchez says yes 4 times. Charles H. Jeffs II says yes. Earrings only. Suzanne Ingham. So yeah, I mean, I think body piercings are almost normal. They're normal. All right. Well, body piercings we are. Folks, don't go anywhere. We've got Trina Pedro coming up. We're going to be talking about mortgages. So stick with us. We'll be back in about 2 minutes, 27 seconds for today's Daily Focus.
Let's face it, life can be a little wild, but shopping doesn't have to be. I choose People's, so that whether it's a prescription that needs to be filled, a toy for my little terror, or a gift for a new addition to the family, we'll see about that. Everything's available in one convenient location. Some call it People's, I call it my one-stop shop in the city. People's, we're here for you.
Welcome to the new bulk store, Lindo's Next Level. Wake up in the morning with enough coffee to keep you running throughout the entire day. Your pet at home deserves the best. Stock up on dog food to keep your puppy happy. Need a quick tasty lunch at home? Your chicken nuggets will be jumping right out of the freezer. What's a movie night without popcorn? You can never have too much. Lindo's Next Level. Why go anyplace else?
It took 14 days to build your business plan. 6 months to build the courage to leave your day job. 3 weeks to find the perfect location. It took 10 days to outfit your space just right. And 1 day before your first client walked in the door. All totaled, it took you a full year to get your business operational. And this is just the beginning. To the entrepreneurs, the risk takers, the people that shape our economic community, we salute you and are here for you every step of the way. BEDC, providing knowledgeable, progressive, professional, and innovative support to Bermuda businesses.
Summer is almost here. Dive into the season with dog floats and dog pools. Enjoy 20% off West Paula's dog floating toys and shop our life jackets for safety in the water this summer. Get all your summer needs before the holidays and events begin. Don't forget to stock up on poo bags and check out Dicky Bags, the poo bag holder that locks in the smell until you can dispose of it. Remember, even dogs need sunblock, so visit Noah's Ark today, Bermuda's most trusted animal supply store for all your summer essentials, and ask us about our rewards program.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Big Show. I'm Jamal Hartman. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House Lindos, and People's Pharmacy. Please don't forget to subscribe on our website, thedailyhour.com. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. All right. We did ask folks, did they have piercings? And Tanya Cheeseman says nope. Heavenly Swan says just the ears. Nyla Nailed It said I did, but don't know as an Adventist. Nico De Shields says yes. And Tanya Cheeseman says, just my ears, got them in my 20s as I grew up. SDA, which is Seventh-day Adventist. All right. Well, without further ado, let's bring our guest for the day. Let's give a warm TDH welcome to Trina Pedro from HSBC. Folks, this is a very important conversation because we always talk about earning a piece of the rock. We're going to try to learn and understand how HSBC can help you do that. Let's give a warm TDH welcome. Okay. They're a bit loud this morning. How are you?
Good morning, Jamal. I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. Thanks for joining us. Before we even get into the conversation or anything, I'm not going to ask you about piercings. You're a professional, but I do want to know what's a must-have at a Bermudian barbecue cookout for you? Like, what do you have to have there?
For myself, burnt hot dogs.
See, she didn't just say hot dogs. She wants the burnt. She wants to see that black, grill on there.
That's the best part. No roll, just the hot dog.
Just the hot dog. Okay. See, you're an easy person to please. Me, I have all these rules and conditions. So if you had a barbecue cookout, would a person like me annoy you?
No. I'll welcome all.
Okay, but would there be something for me to eat there?
Yes.
Okay. See, just good people. We're starting off well. Well, thank you for joining us, and Trina, and appreciate HSBC for trusting our platform. But before we jump into the conversation on mortgages, just tell the audience a bit about yourself and what it is that you do at HSBC.
Sure. So, of course, as you said, my name's Trina Pedro. I've actually been with HSBC for over 7 years, and my current title is a mortgage specialist. So, of course, as a mortgage specialist, I am a dedicated point of contact for our customers and their mortgage needs.
All righty. Thank you. And since we're talking mortgages, what is HSBC's mortgage campaign, the current campaign, all about?
So HSBC is very excited to discuss our mortgage campaign, which is for anybody who is approved for financing to purchase a new home will benefit from a reduction in their bank fees. So we've actually recently extended this campaign. So previously it was due to expire June 30th, which is now extended to July 31st. So we do have some terms and conditions that you can further review on our website, which of course is www.hsbc.bm.
All right. Audience, if you have any questions regarding mortgages, please send them through comments, questions. Just speak to how your mortgage program benefits prospective home buyers.
Yeah, so when applying for a mortgage, there are multiple fees to consider. So you have the bank fees, legal fees, stamp duty, appraisal fees. Sometimes that can be tens of thousands. So if you were successful for a mortgage before July 31st, you can benefit from a reduction in those bank fees, which will allow you to save thousands.
Interesting. You know what's interesting? And maybe you know this. I've spent half of my life in the U.S. I completely understand how things work there. They have credit scores, and that's how they measure it. When you say approved by July 31st, what goes into an approval? Like, how does approval process work in Bermuda? Because there's no credit scores, right?
So there's no credit scores. We do want to make sure that the payment's affordable for you. So we'll do a financial review to go over your income, your fixed expenses, so that it fits within our affordability policy.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. I always wondered because obviously I'd never applied for a mortgage in Bermuda. That could change. You may convince me today. So, what's an example of what savings would look like for a prospective buyer with HSBC's mortgage campaign?
Yeah, so for example purposes only, if you were borrowing 500,000, we'll typically charge 1% as the bank fee. So that will work out to be $5,000. If you're successful in the mortgage campaign offer, you will get 50% off. So you will save $2,500.
Hmm, I like savings. Um,
Like,
yeah, for sure. So, what's the process? What does it look like from start to finish? If someone in the audience wanted to take advantage of this, what's the process that they have to go through?
so it's always our recommendation to come and see us first and get a pre-approval. So like I said earlier, we'll do a financial review and let you know what you qualify for borrowing and give you an official letter, which allows the seller's confidence that you'll be successful in purchasing the property. So once you've found the perfect property, that's when you come back to us for an official credit approval. So it's very important to note that the pre-approval isn't official approval. We still have to go through the
Mm,
journey to be successful.
mm. And how long does that process usually take, or does it vary?
It does vary, so depending on what we would need to get from you, but the approval process, once we have everything, can be done fairly fast.
Okay. And we got this question from the audience. And audience, if you have any questions or comments, again, I know Bermudians want a piece of the rock. So if you have any questions, just send them through. Anika D. Shields from thedailyhour.com. She says, what is the reduced bank fees or mortgage interest rate?
So the bank fees is separate from the interest rate. So if you are borrowing less than 750,000, we would discount your bank fees by 50%. If you're borrowing 750,000 or more, your bank fees are actually waived. So there will be no bank fees. So our current interest rate, which is a very competitive rate on the island, is a variable interest rate of 6.75%.
Mm,
So it is important to mention that we do usually require 20% down as a down payment. And so similar to the scenario earlier, if you're purchasing a home at 500,000, we would ask for a down payment of 100,000.
mm. And another question from the audience, and audience, keep them coming. We'll get through as many as possible. Charles H. Justice II, he says, what's the average price of homes in Bermuda and what is the length of mortgages?
So a typical borrowing amount for HSBC customers is 500,000. The typical term, maximum term that we offer is 30 years.
Mm. And would you say, I mean, because I know that there's 1530, is there a penalty if someone gets a 30-year mortgage and they pay it off in 10, 15? Is there a penalty or how does that work?
Yeah, so for all variable mortgages, you're required to give a notice period to put money down on the principal, but no penalty other than that notice period.
Is there a length of the notice period? Does it have to be 6
I'm
months?
sorry, apologies, 3 months. 3 months notice period.
Okay, all right. This is helpful. So right now, is it considered a buyer's market or a seller's market in Bermuda?
So in my opinion, in my professional opinion, I would say at the moment it is a buyer's market.
Mhm. Okay. We've got another question from the audience. Anika D. Shields over on the dailyhour.com. She's asking, is this only for first-time homeowners? Like who can, if someone owns a home already, can they also get involved in this?
Correct. So this is for anybody who's purchasing a property or doing construction on a property as well.
All right.
So for an investment property, residential, anybody can apply for this mortgage campaign.
Okay. I know you said this is competitive, based on others. What is HSBC particularly doing to attract people between now and July 31st that maybe is different from what else is on offer?
Well, we're on the daily hour today. So that's the first part.
Here we go.
We do offer same day pre-approvals. So you will meet with us, we'll do a financial review, and you'll walk away with that pre-approval letter so that you know exactly what you're looking to do.
Same day pre-approval. I love that. That right there. Sign us up, folks. No, I'll probably get denied. Nyla Nailed It's asking, what's the process nearing the end of a mortgage and the steps taken to close out a mortgage?
I'm sorry, you broke up a little. Could you repeat that?
Yes. What's the process nearing the end of a mortgage and the steps taken to close out a mortgage?
So once your mortgage is complete, if I understand the question correctly, we would reach out to you so that we can arrange collection of deeds.
Okay. Anika de Shield, she's asking, is there a limit on the total lump sum principal payments on mortgages?
Nope. So you could actually do a complete settlement if you're in a position to do so.
Oh, okay. This is getting
So
better.
there's no minimum or maximum.
Okay. Pamela Way, it says, what is the process for families to apply for a mortgage?
So for anybody who's looking to apply for a mortgage, you can actually reach out to us to schedule an appointment so that we can go through the financing journey.
Okay. And we're just remind people of the campaign dates because it's been expanded to July 31st. Remind them of the campaign dates. And for those who want to learn more, how they can get in touch. If there's something on the website they can be directed toward, or should they just really just call someone to get a meeting?
Yes, so the campaign dates was from April 1st until July 31st. You can visit our website to schedule an appointment. You can contact our call center, or you can email our team directly at bermuda.mortgage.team@hsbc.bm.
I must ask you this and put you on the spot, but what are the number one reasons, some top reasons why people would be denied being pre-approved?
You definitely put me on the spot. So one of the things would be bad credit. So of course we want to make sure that we don't put you in a position that will not allow you to be successful or not be able to afford the payments. And so maybe coming in so that we can get you back on track. But other than that, as long as the affordability is there and you meet the requirements, I don't see any other reasons we would decline financing.
I know in the US, many people are told that they have to have been in their position, their job for 2 years, right? Does HSBC have something similar where you have to have consistent employment in the same place for 2 years?
So yes, we will be using whatever income you are currently making to support what you're borrowing. So we do want you to, of course, at least have 3 months of income. That's what we'd be considering if you're a salaried person. And so the only other thing that will come to mind is that you've passed probation if you're new to an employer, just for the risk of the payments being able to be made monthly.
Okay. This is going to be silly, but I got to ask it because I know someone else is thinking it. This is
Okay.
only for home ownership in Bermuda, correct?
Technically, yes. However, if there is a need to purchase property overseas, we can still try to come up with a creative solution to assist you if you have collateral locally.
Ah, okay. That I'm glad it's not a silly question. Thank you for that. Audience, I think some of you were thinking that as well. Don't put it on me. Jackie Eves asking, this is a good question. Is there an age limit? Because someone who's maybe 60, 30-year mortgage, are there age limits?
So our goal is to have your mortgage mature at retirement. So whatever that looks like for you as an individual.
Oh, okay. Man, you're good at this. Manika the Shield is asking, I think you addressed this though. What is the penalty for full repayment before the end of the mortgage term? You said no penalty, if I'm remembering
No
correctly.
penalty as long as you give us that notice period.
That notice period. All right. And just remind people of what that notice period is.
3 months. I'm sorry. I keep
3 months.
forgetting to say that. 3-month notice period.
No worries, no worries. This has been helpful. Again, July 31st, right?
July 31st.
July 31st. And just remind them how they can get in contact.
So you can contact us directly at bermuda.mortgage.team@hsbc.bm, or you can visit our website at www.hsbc.bm, or contact our call center directly to schedule an appointment.
Trina, unfortunately, we have, well, not unfortunately, but we have one other question from
Sure.
Amanda Blakeney. She's asking, can you share refinancing options? Is that part of this?
Definitely. So we would be willing to refinance as long as it's affordable and works within our policy. But that's something we could definitely talk about.
All right. This is a helpful conversation. I hope the audience has found the information useful and helpful. July 31st is your end date, folks. That doesn't mean do it on July 30th or 31st. All right. Now, it's Cup match around that time. You're going to be at the barbecue cookouts getting ready for St. George's to win the cup. All right. Trina, before you go, I got to ask you, who's your Cup match team?
Somerset.
We were doing so well. Luckily, this is the end. Trina, thank you so much for today's conversation. And audience, don't forget, reach out if you have any questions on the mortgage program that HSBC currently has going on. Please reach out. Is there anything else you want to say to our audience before you head out?
Yes. So even if you're not quite ready to take advantage of the mortgage campaign, I would still recommend that you come in and see us so that we can prepare you so that you one day can also own a piece of the rock.
Okay. This has been helpful, Trina. Thank you so much for the conversation, helping people understand their options and trying to earn a piece of the rock. Have a wonderful day, and hopefully you're an upset Somerset fan come August 3rd.
I doubt it, but thank you so much for having me.
No problem. Talk soon. Trina Pedro, folks. If you appreciate the conversation today, please give us a thumbs up, a love, a like. Make sure you share the conversation with your friends, your family, your colleagues. I think I liked that answer. If you have collateral locally, you can possibly benefit from the program to purchase overseas. That's pretty cool. I think a lot of Bermudians who may have local collateral might want that option for various reasons, maybe vacation home or something, maybe investment elsewhere. So I like that option. Hopefully you all found that helpful as well. If you appreciated that conversation with Trina, please give us a thumbs up, a love, a like, whatever platform you're on. Share it with your family, your friends, your colleagues. When you go to that cookout this weekend, because we want everyone to earn a piece of the rock. We want you to earn a piece of the rock. And she gave you information today on how you can accomplish that. We're going to take our final break. Come back. We're going to do hashtag giveaway as well. So don't go anywhere. We're gonna do the hashtag giveaway. All you're gonna have to do is put today's hashtag in the comments, and you'll be eligible to win today's prize. But we're gonna take a quick break. Before we do that, I'll be back in 1 minute, 15 seconds. Stick with us.
The Mailboxes team aren't just employees of Bermuda's Best Shipping Company. They're also your neighbors, and neighbors help each other.
Where my childhood was found.
Take a look at our workwear for construction workers and tradesmen. Durable, stretchable in all the right places, and plenty of options for tools and accessories. Paired with our wide range of tough and comfortable footwear, you can't go wrong. As you can see, Medical House really is a one-stop shop for everybody. We can't wait to see you.
See it all at our new expanded location on Bakery Lane.
All right, welcome back to the Big Show. Thanks again to Trina Pedro from HSBC. Really good information regarding mortgages. Hopefully you all found it beneficial. Thanks again to the BAC group of companies, Medical House, Lindos, and People's Pharmacy for ensuring that we can do this with you on a daily basis. If you haven't already, whatever platform you're on, just take 1 minute. It costs you nothing to hit the like button, the love button, to share it with your friends, your family, your colleagues, on WhatsApp, whatever. Just make sure we're sharing these important community conversations with enough people to pretty much make our community a better and healthier place. All right. It's time for the Daily Play brought to you by Bermuda Trivia. Bermuda Trivia is now available at stores throughout Bermuda. Follow Bermuda Trivia on Facebook, Instagram, and X, as well as TikTok, to find out why it's Bermuda's favorite trivia game. All right. Oh, and LinkedIn as well. Are you ready, audience? It's a things you should know. Things you should know. And the first person to answer correctly on my screen will be entered into today's draw. All right. Here we go. How many teeth do adults have, considering they haven't lost any? All right, Stacy Brown, she gets her place back in the draw. Yeah, we usually get Stacy once a week, and I was worried this week for you, Stacy. I hadn't seen you. 30s, everyone got it. Stacy showed up first. Suzanne got it. Shanna got it. 33, Charles. Where's that extra tooth coming from? 48. How big is your mouth, Headline? 48. 40. Oh, you all went big. Where's the 33 coming from? How do we have uneven teeth? Help me out. Help me out. I want to know. All right. So Stacy got it. 32. 32. So the answer is most adults have 32 teeth. Most adults, which is 12 teeth more than children. 12 teeth more than children. All right. Hashtag the Daily Hour, folks. That's the hashtag today. We want to enter one more person into the draw. Hashtag the Daily Hour is the hashtag for today. I'm happy with today's conversation about the barbecue cookout, audience. I love that. I love the fact that you all have not uninvited me to your barbecue cookout. Part of the reason is because you didn't invite me from the first place. But we're working on that. But no, if I'm having a barbecue cookout, audience, you should expect fish, some Beyond Burgers or Impossible Burgers, some vegan dogs, maybe chicken. I'll cook jerk chicken on my grill. I'll cook chicken. So if you like chicken, you'll have some chicken on the grill. If you do eat hamburgers and hot dogs, we'll have something for you. I've never cooked steak. I've never cooked steak in my life, so don't expect steak. Maybe some tuna on the grill. Yeah. As far as like healthy stuff, no one said like a bean salad, like a healthy, like black bean salad, mango or fruit salad. You know, I thought Bermudians were big on fruit salads during the summer. Do we not eat fruit salads anymore? Like, I love a good fruit salad. I think we should eliminate one starch and have a fruit salad at our barbecue cookouts this summer. Let's do that. Let's make a pact. Let's all of us make a pact that we're going to have a fruit salad at our barbecue cookouts this summer. As far as the conversation with Trina, I definitely remember some years ago, everyone was like, yeah, I want to own a piece of the rock. I want to own a home. If you can, I'd encourage you to do it. I'd encourage you to do it. The best way to do it is through partnerships, unless you're loaded and you can afford to on your own. But I'd encourage everyone to look into it if they're interested and they're able to look into the mortgage program. It's definite, and ask questions, just like you asked this morning. Ask as many questions as you can. Ask as many questions as you can. And just like entrepreneurship, home ownership may not be for everyone. So don't feel forced. Don't feel like just because society tells you you need to or you should, that you have to. All right. Let's do the let's see what we got. I know more of you have signed it, but let's do it. All right, here we go. Drum roll. Who's gonna be the final name? Who's gonna be the final name? Sheldon Fox. That's right, Sheldon on this piece of paper. Sheldon. All right, don't laugh, folks. Don't laugh. But I've got paper towel I'm using this morning. Yeah, paper towel. So don't laugh at your boy. Couldn't find the printing paper. Yep, that's one. All right. So we've got. All right, that's two. Don't you love life? All right. All right, this is 3. All right, and then let's do shouting. All right. All right, we've got a Bermuda trivia mug here. Yeah, we've got a Bermuda trivia mug. So we're going to do a Bermuda trivia mug. All right. Let's put that in there. Let's put this in here. Let's put this in here. Let's put this in there as well. Well, you won't see what I'm writing. That would be hard to do. Let's see. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's going to be this week's winner? Dig deep, dig deep, dig deep. All right, let's see. Stacy, congratulations. Stacy, you are this week's winner. You know what to do. Send an email to engage@thedailyhour.com. Let's give a big props to Stacy for winning today's prize. Congratulations to her. And folks, yes or no? As of Monday, we would have been halfway through 2024. Has your 2024 been a good one so far? Yes or no? Has your 2024 been a good year so far? Yes or no? Has your 2024 been a good one so far? Yes or no? I'm going to say this has been one of my best years yet. This has been one incredible year so far for myself. And I really hope that it has been a great year for everyone out there so far. Karen Simmons says today is our daughter's birthday, and we want to definitely send a big birthday shout out to our cousin, our niece, our sister. We don't have a name, so we're just going to say Aunt Karen's daughter. Happy birthday. But how has this year been for you so far? Has this been a good year for you? Hadley Swan says yes, thankfully. Pamela Wade says yes. Sherilyn Johnson says yes. Suzanne Ingham says 2024 has been extremely busy, but hopefully that's a good busy. Anika DeShiel says yes, it has. Stacey Ann Brown says yes. That's what I love to hear. I love to hear it. I love to hear that this has been a good calendar year for you so far. And halfway through it, let's just hope that the other half, the back end of 2024, is even better. On that note, I'm going to leave you with some daily inspiration. Here's your daily inspiration for the day. Quote, every man has his own destiny. The only imperative is to follow it, to accept it, no matter where it leads him, end quote. And that's from Henry Miller. Before we head out, last night history was made. LeBron James' son, LeBron James Jr., better known as Bronny James, was drafted into the NBA, the National Basketball Association, by the Los Angeles Lakers, who LeBron James currently plays for. If Bronny James makes the roster, they will become the first father-son duo to play in the NBA at the same time. Well, regardless of what you think of LeBron James, and I say this in a jokingly serious way, I saw a quote last night on Twitter, and it said, I have no problem with LeBron's son being drafted and playing with his dad. If I were that rich, me, I'd be on the couch eating popcorn and sipping on some soft drink. All of that said, congratulations. We love to see it. And no matter what kind of career he has, I'm okay with that kind of nepotism. I'm going to be real with you. Folks, please don't forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. Thanks again to our partners, the BAC Group of Companies, Medicals, Lindos, and People's Pharmacy, for ensuring that we're able to do this with you on a daily basis. As always, we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for making us part of your daily routine. If all goes well, we'll be back to do this again with you on Monday. I'm Jamal Hartman. Please do make it a safe and a great weekend. We are out. Peace.